All right, my friends, how are you today? And bringing you some honest astrology, your daily horoscope for the 23rd of January 2020. It's Thursday all day. We've got the moon in Capricorn all day. We've got the moon creating a septile over there to Venus and to Neptune. We've got the moon conjunct Saturn and Pluto, right? We've got Saturn moved on to the 24th degree. Pluto is going to remain at 23 degrees for quite some time now. And that's got a perfect septile over there to Neptune in Pisces, right? So again, we're transforming our lives. We're transforming into something bigger or better than what we ever thought was possible. This is the meat behind this first chunk of the year, if not the year in general. This is something we've all been unknowingly waiting for our entire lives. You know, it's just like from growing up as a child, it's just like, this is how the world is, son. This is how the world is, daughter. This is how things are. And we say, well, but shouldn't it be like this? Couldn't it be like this? Couldn't things be this way? Well, you little dreamer, that's just not how it is. And it's just like, we get to change that. We get to transform that. We have this time, this beautiful time right now to transcend what was, what is, and have our sights set on the future of what things could be and bring that into a reality. Okay, it's very exciting times. We're leading up to this, this new moon that's happening on Friday, the 24th at 4 o'clock, a little at 4:40, something like that. And, this new adventure is ahead of us, this new beginning. And again, today we still have the sun and the moon both in signs, the detriment opposite of where they're at. The sun is the heart and home, is Leo, right? So it's very detached in the sign of Aquarius, emotionally detached, as it's figuring out a game plan of how to put what where. We've got to put these pieces here and these pieces here. We don't have time to play. This is war. We've got to strategize. We've got to figure out our whole lives. We don't have time to go have fun. We don't have time to play, And that's why this, the North Node here, reminding us always to care, to be compassionate, to follow our emotions. This is an emotional journey, not just analytical, not just, what's proper for business. It's just like kids want to run, play, have fun, and scream sometimes. And that's sometimes the best therapy for an adult, to run, play, have fun, to scream, to exert some volume, to exert some energy. And in these two signs here, Capricorn and Aquarius, it's like, we don't have time for that. This is very serious. This life is very serious stuff. We can, again, be emotionally withdrawn here as the sun is in Aquarius. We can be emotionally restricted and sustained, held back, while the moon is up here connecting with Pluto and Saturn here over the next couple of hours. So all this energy reminds us, although it's serious and it's time to get to work, we got to get up, we got to exercise. It's not just, sometimes we got to do the things that we don't want to do, but we have to do them because we need to do them. And that's what this energy is reminding us. Like, we need to do this. We need to do this. I just had a conversation with a friend. We're talking about nutrition, and nutrition's a very big thing. It's a big thing for all of us. What we eat, is the fuel to our bodies. It's the fuel to how we get up and move throughout the day. And talking about a vegetarian diet, and he's just like, I don't think I could do it. I just don't like vegetables. And it's just like, well, on one hand, you don't like vegetables, but if your body begins to fail, on the other hand, because you need the nutrients of vegetables, which one's going to outweigh the other? Your lack of taste, or your distaste for the vegetables, is not going to outweigh your lack of wanting to live a healthy life. It's just like, you're going to find a way to eat salads and eat more vegetarian diets, or not vegetarian diet altogether, but just bring more of those nutrients into your life, because it's a necessity if you want to continue to live. Just like getting up and doing our job is a necessity. Sometimes we have wonderful days at work, sometimes we don't, but it's just like, we got to keep moving on. We got a job to do. The show must go on. The sun in Aquarius, right? The moon in Capricorn. Like, we don't know time for emotions. We got a job to do. So it's like incrementally, we're taking the steps, whatever has to be done in our lives to transform and to change. You know, if it's implementing a more vegetarian diet, or just implementing some vegetables into our diet to gain those nutrients, those sweet beets that are good for your blood, or whatever. You know, this isn't a show about nutrition, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's all encompassing of the zodiac. That's what I love about astrology, is like it doesn't leave anything out. You know, everything is included, the good, bad, the ugly, both sides of the coin, the light and the shadows. We're all included in this. And sometimes we have to recognize our own shadow, and that becomes up through imbalances, you know, through imbalances in the human body, our own illness, dis-ease. You know, as the best way to look at disease is dis-ease. The body is not in ease and not in a place of harmony. You know, harmony would be a singing orchestra. Anyway, so we've got, we've got this sense of both, you know, I've been talking about those for a minute. Now we've got Mars here. Mars, moving through Sagittarius, right? Love it. Wanting to learn more knowledge, wanting to gain a higher perspective on life. There's a fire out there that's worth seeking, creating a sextile to Mercury, the visionary, you know, Mercury in the visionary sign of Aquarius, okay? So it's just like this new knowledge brings us, you know, new wisdom, you know, over here, and makes it easier for us to create and implement what we're trying to create. Now, on the rub side, Mars is starting to square Neptune and Venus. Mars square Venus, you know. This can be a challenge. Now, both of these, you know, Sagittarius and Pisces are both signs of expansion, okay? Jupiter rules Sagittarius, while Neptune rules Pisces. So Neptune is home right now. Neptune is the bigger dog in this case. Although Mars is our planet of action, drive, and passion, right? Neptune is the ruling planet here. So Mars is the driving force in the sign of expansion within the physical world. You know, if I want to learn how to create something, there's a how-to book out there. I can learn how to create it. If I want to learn how to, you know, help myself meditate or do yoga, if I want to learn a philosophy, if I want to learn some psychology, if I want to learn about relationships, if I want to, you know, let go of something of the past, you know, that information's out there. Our predecessors have dealt with whatever we're going through, or someone has dealt with whatever we're going through, or have been going through, and there's an answer to our question. There's an answer that is worth seeking, right? Now, this comes, that's why I said the rub, this comes with tension over here to Neptune and Venus in the sign of Pisces, which is expansion beyond the physical realm. Right? So this is this is the physical world right here, Saturn and Capricorn. This is our physical reality. Neptune is this, you know, space, alien technology. It's, technology and computers and science and where we're getting these downloads from, you know, the intuitive, right? So here we have our spirituality and this connected oneness, our creativity, our sweet poetry that we're singing. Again, this does deal with the cosmos. So we're dealing with expansion beyond this physical world, beyond the physical realm, beyond even technology itself. So if we're trying to expand, Venus being our planet of love, wants, and desires, you know, our planet of money, our planet of things, material possessions, our planet of love and sex and, you know, enjoying things as well as other people, right? So if we want to bring a new height to wherever we're at with the relationship of ourself, tuning into the cosmos, tuning into this this expansive unknown, we can expand beyond what we believe is possible right now. We can have a love greater than what we thought was possible right now. It's saying that we need to learn something, that we can't just continue living how we're living as is. You know, we have to, to see the future and to bring that future into reality. Pluto, transformation, septile. You know, this is fate. This is destined energy saying like you're destined for so much more. This earth is destined for so much more. Humanity is destined for so much more. And for us to achieve whatever we're destined to achieve, the relationships or the material possessions, the things, the business partnerships, whatever it is, you know, if we're at one place, you know, we can't just look at the top of the stairs and say, that's where I want to be and take no action. You know, we have to take action. And if that action requires saying, well, you know, I'm Ivor the Boneless, Viking, I don't know, you know, I need to create the technology. I can't climb these stairs in this physical body that I'm in right now. I have to create something. I have to create crutches that are going to help me get up these stairs. That's a really weird example, but at the same time, it drives the point home. Another way we can look at that, I don't know. You know, we have to not just see it, but we have to take the action that's necessary to get there. Yeah. So we're driving this train. We're moving forward, and we're seeking out whatever information it is that's going to get us there. And the moon being in the sign of Capricorn is just like, dude, we got to do the work. We got to do the work in order to achieve whatever it is. You know, if that's picking up a book and reading something, if that's finding, you know, YouTubers out there, there's so much knowledge on the World Wide Web. It's astounding. You can literally type in anything and have an answer in a fraction of a second. You know, I think it's weird. I'm gonna jump on that for a second. There's actual groups. There's, you know, entering into the age of Aquarius is coming with a bit of an oddity, as like there's so much information out there. There's actually classes for people. They blame it on like millennials didn't learn, you know, how to do certain things, how to tie a tie, how to boil an egg. That's very true. This is very true. How to boil an egg, how to sew a button back onto a shirt. You know, so there's actual classes that people are putting together right now to teach these individuals how to be a functioning human being in society, basically. You know, saying that, oh, our school didn't teach us. It's like, yeah, even if they didn't, you still have two thumbs. If you don't have two thumbs, you've got a single finger somewhere on your hand that can type in, you know, how to boil an egg. Well, bring water to a boil, put the egg in for 6 to 7 minutes, you know, put it in an ice bath if you want a soft boil. You know what I mean? So it's just like the information's out there, and the only thing that's stopping us from achieving that information is ourselves. Yeah. So the moon here taking this action, saying get the job done, whatever it is. If it's reaching out to somebody, saying, hey, this is a job I want. I have to communicate that to my employer. Maybe I'm the best person for the job. Maybe I'm the best person for the job and the employer doesn't know it. Maybe I'm intimidated by the skill set of another or their Harvard degree or whatever it is, but I know I'm the best person for this job. Maybe it's the relationship on another hand. You know, there's, you know, planet of love is in its exalted place in Neptune or in Pisces, you know, connecting with Neptune over the next several days here. You know, so it's like, we're talking love. We're talking about achieving, receiving love greater than what we've known as possible. It's very, very exciting times. So it's just like we have to be able to ask that person out. We have to be able to reach out for the boss. We have to be able to sign, you know, fill out our resume, doing the work to hand it in to say, yeah, you know, here's the goods, baby. You know, let's do this. Let's get this party started. And that's what this new moon coming on Friday is gonna, you know, so it's like we got to do some work first and then we're gonna launch off. Powerful weekend coming up in front of us, but it starts today. It starts now. It starts with you. You know, action, taking action, seeking out whatever we got to seek out to get to where we need to go. It's our day. I hope you have a fantastic Thursday, my friends. We'll see you tomorrow.